Hi, and welcome to Catherine's Low Income Prepping and Survival. And here's a picture of my truck. As you can see, not much has been done with the outside of the thing, other than the fact I put the caulking around. I may have done that in the last video. You see, I still haven't taken those loops off of the overhead racks yet. Those are going to be for the solar panels. And I have to use a board to hold open my top here. I did try with vice grips here on this rod since it's damaged anyhow, and it did help hold it open. So anyhow, in the back of my truck, I usually use containers. I have camping gear in one blue container, and I have truck gear in the other, like oils and fluids and a few tools. That's my shopping container. It's actually a Christmas container, and if you hold on just a second, I'll pull it out of the way. And as you can see back here, it's got wheels on it, by the way, so it's easy to move around. As you can see back here, I framed in around the clamps. I'm actually going to have a rail of wood across the top, and I'm going to make little doorways to get to those two clamps there and the two clamps over there so that I can access them after I build the interior. Still working away at what I'm going to do here. I haven't decided exactly the height of the bed yet. I did use poster board to seal in the foam. I'm also using that. The reason it's got the tape on it is those are sections that are going to come out. Originally was thinking about 3 sections, cut them out of 1/4 inch plywood or paneling or something like that. But I decided that maybe I should just go ahead and connect this piece as one piece and that piece as one piece. Just trim out the sections before I put them in by using these panels as, patterns. And get it a little big, and I can always trim it up and make it fit. And the same thing over here. And I got that all ready for the plywood, which I have upstairs to go on the front end of the pickup, where I'm going to have my steel locker box that will be up there under the bed. And that way I can just pull a couple of the bed slats out after I pull the mattress back a little bit, lay on the bed, unlock it, and get into my firearms. So when I'm camping, I at least have a safe place to lock them up at. So I have to wait now at this point for getting plywood. Financially, being on a fixed income, being on my Social Security, I have to budget out my money. Last month was a little tight, and I got my teeth worked on. So that took $270. So anyhow, as you can see, I did the caulking around this window because it was leaking. And I put a little caulking in a little crack that was there where the little V is. It's kind of got a hollow space in it. I guess he banged it with something, so there's a little crack in it. So I went ahead and caulked that up. And I did the other side completely. This side, I have to do the last 3 feet there, the front part of the side window on the passenger side. And it's done except for that one section on the top there. And I'm going to go get that before the month's over with, and that's going to allow me to caulk this all up and finish it. And then on the outside here, I noticed it was leaking along the top edge here. Inside there were some wet spots the last big storm that came. So I'm going to go ahead and get some clear caulking and do that. I still haven't freed up the windows. With my health and everything, I've been trying to take a few things at a time and get it done. But now I'm beginning to see the shape of the main part of the canopy and the camper itself that I'm making here. And I'm going to put some stuff on here, make a bed. My neighbor just came out, so I was trying to avoid getting her in the picture. And so anyhow, I'm going to put a bed in the back of this. It's going to be a little bit lower than the window, and hopefully the bed will go in there. This is about 60 inches across from side to side before you go up on the edge. So if I do put it up as high as the edge and set it up, then I can go ahead and just do the best I can. And I'm thinking about putting a piece of wood on this side and a piece of wood on that side to protect the windows from my partner's feet. Sometimes she kicks at night when she sleeps, and that way we don't get the windows kicked or where they're going to leak. And I'm not sure if I should put one across the front yet or not. I'm not sure if that's what I want to do. But I'm hoping to get them freed up so I can use them. Anyhow, I'm using cardboard right now because I hate scooting on this plastic. And if you scoot on this plastic, you get a nasty uh, electrical charge. It gives you a pretty good shock. Um, so soon I'll be pulling out the styrofoam and I'll be setting things up to go get the plywood, probably right around the first or right after the first. And I'll get the plywood, we'll put it in the foam first and the plywood on top. Put little 6-inch sections to go in between the wheel well and the sides here with the plywood. And once they're screwed down, I'm gonna I'm gonna bring the two pieces. I'm gonna have two pieces cut to the correct height. I'm making a second trip into the store and having him do that. And then I'm going to come back here, install them, and then measure across the front there. And we have some 1/2-inch plywood or 3/8 upstairs. And I'm just going to cut that piece and screw it into place. My goal is to actually caulk along these wood pieces to seal that up because there's like a little gap in there to where I caulked the sides. I'm just going to go ahead and fill that in so when I put a piece of wood as a rail cap on top, once the plywood's all in place, I can go ahead and it will be sealed really good. And like I said, I'll still be able to take those off and get to the clamps if I need to tighten them or need to take this off in the future sometime. And it will still leave the bottom in place. So that's all I really got to report today. Of course, Walmart prices are still high, and my mouth hurts because of my getting my dentistry done. It's amazing how much stuff you end up with in your truck. So, but anyhow, as you can see, I got this nice space now, and got some good tires on it. The interior is pretty nice too. I want to put some type of cover on this back area here so that it's you don't catch yourself on it when you're going in and out. I'm actually going to stop the plywood back here at about this point, and I'm going to measure for the length when I go in to get it, and I'll stop it right about here. And I figure I could just put some caulking in here and stuff to help glue it down, and I'll just glue a piece of wood in there. That way I later can put a piece of foam in here to help seal that. I want to get it as weather tight as possible so that whether it rains or whether it's hot or whatever, you know. And then now I'll get the bottom pretty much done other than painting it and thinking about using just a clear poly coat and getting it all painted up. And once the plywood's all on the sides and everything are in place. And the steel box I'm going to put up there, I'm going to spray paint it black and maybe with Rust-Oleum because it's going to be for valuables and, you know, firearms and stuff. I don't want it to rust. So, and then the last part I would work on, besides pulling these bolts and making sure that I put caulking around them and tighten them back up, will be to put the foam interior in at the top. And like I said, I'm thinking about going ahead and putting cedar in the sides. I was going to do foam with carpet on it. And I'm thinking about on the top that maybe I'll just put the foam with the carpet. That or I'll do the cedar up there too. I don't know how I'm going to attach it yet. Probably with construction adhesive. Same way I'm going to do a few other things in here. But we'll see. Anyhow, that's about all I got to say. Prices went down on the eggs a little bit at Walmart. They went down to $3 and something from the $4 and something they were around the first. That's still way too much for eggs. They should be around $2 or less. But anyhow, hope you're all doing good. And remember to hug and kiss the ones that you love. Remember to tell people you appreciate them. Try to be nice to people in the world, even though sometimes that's hard. Um, Remember, if you're watching this, you are the resistance. Fight back. Push for your Second Amendment rights. Stop all these democratic socialists that we got in our country, especially Biden. All right. Bye.